Hi guys, Alex here, and today we're going to be doing a reaction to Foodie Beauty's latest live stream where she does talk about a topic here on the platform. Now this has been trending on YouTube and Twitter for quite a few weeks now. I actually did a video about it not too long ago where we talked about Foodie Beauty's controversies as well, but we talked about the petition to remove this YouTuber. Now in that video I did talk about the video that Jacqueline Glenn had made where she was promoting the petition as a sort of last ditch effort to get this YouTuber help. Now, since I made that video, my opinion on the topic has shifted quite dramatically after hearing some input from you guys as well as some other creators on the platform. Now, where exactly has Foodie Beauty been this past week? Because we did talk about her video where she needed more time, and then she did show up just 2 days ago making a birthday cake for Pete's, as well as in a video where she eats $100 worth of candy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Beauty bite.
Now, she claims that she only had one bite of every kind of candy, and so that it can't really be that bad, but you guys decide on that one. I haven't exactly watched the video yet. Should I even? Because 30 minutes is a lot of time to dedicate to one woman eating $100 worth of candy on camera. Anyways, that is not exactly what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about her live stream, of course, and this one was controversial to say the least. So let's just get right into it, shall we? All right, here we go.
I'm probably not gonna pay much attention to the chat. I just wanted to do a live to get my feelings and thoughts out like right away, you know, before I lose what I want to say. And I don't want to have to like worry about editing a video. Honestly, pure laziness, but that's what the good part about.
I feel like when it is such a serious topic and when you are Foodie Beauty with the past behavior of acting up on live stream, it might have been a better idea to make a video so you could edit it just in case something slips out that you probably shouldn't have said.
You know, because she's still beautiful, skin and bones.
But that's just me.
Live streaming is. So I'm going to keep this up and edit it when I get home as kind of a video, so that I'm going to keep it up so that if I don't, you know, at least you'll get to see what I need to say. So that's what I'm going to do. I just want to get some
but
thoughts.
even if you take it home and edit it again, I mean, this copy's still already out there.
On something that I find
Isn't it?
very... I wanted to also say to my mods, you don't have to worry about being so hard on the hammer tonight. I don't want people blocked for giving their opinion on the subject.
I was there when she was live talking about this, and it was nice to see some differing opinions in the live chat. Usually that doesn't fly over there.
I wanted to talk a bit about a
I'm so ready for this. Okay.
subject that a lot of you may not even have known that was bothering me, but it's something that I was following. I am subscribed to Eugenia, and it is because I find her to be a very sweet girl. And yes, I do.
Okay, so she did say that she was subscribed. It honestly sounded like she said I unsubscribed, but I believe she said that she is still subscribed because she is such a sweet girl.
Feel that, you know, she's somebody who's suffering with an disorder. I don't like to label her because I don't really know her situation, but she's a YouTuber with quite a big following, a couple of million people. And as somebody who also has an disorder on the opposite side of the spectrum, it really affected me when I saw that there was a huge census, or what would you call that? Like
A petition.
People were signing things. What's that called? To get back and, you know, to get her off. They want to de-platform her. So they want to take away her channel. A petition, thank you. They want to take away her channel. And I have some big problems with that, and I want to tell you why. Why that's more harmful than anything.
I do have to say that my opinion on this has changed after I watched a video by Boogie, of all people. He has his own demons, but I did have to agree with what he had to say. I don't think that removing Eugenia from all of her platforms is going to do her any good. It just might make her spiral even further. And when it comes to Eugenia, everyone feels helpless, but that's because we are. There's nothing that we can do, and people can't seem to get through to her family.
So there was like, I saw an insider article where it was like YouTubers gather petition. There's like thousands and thousands of signatures to try to deplatform Eugenia.
What is she doing? Like, is she sitting on the side of the road filming this video? I don't really understand why. Usually we would see her in a Burger King parking lot, but this just looks like the side of the road.
You know, the problem with that is that's, in a way, it's discrimination. Eugenia maybe does a video once a week, once every couple weeks.
I don't think that they should remove her, right? Because it is a bit of a slippery slope. And YouTube likes to remain very hands-off when it comes to their creators. They only step in when something gets really out of hand, such as Tati's video, Bye Sister. I believe they asked her to remove it because that was like mainstream news at that point. They also got involved between H3H3 and Star because they made several videos just going back and forth. If it's not a good look for YouTube, they will step in, but that's only if it becomes a mainstream topic. Now, like she said, this Eugenia situation was picked up by Insider, which honestly has become a little bit of a YouTube gossip rag as of lately. They've been doing quite a few articles talking about YouTubers, but we shall see.
What she does is she does makeup, she does clothing try-ons. Even if you have a right to wear clothes.
I mean, no shade to them. I mean, this is like bottom of the barrel drama right here, but you know, I see you.
She's not, people say she's influencing people to be, and that's not what she's doing at all, just by existing, okay? She has a right to exist with all of her illnesses and all of her problems. If she does have, I'm just saying, she does have, she has an illness.
I do believe that she is influencing people to be like her, especially when she does those try-on outfits. People see that and they want to look like her. A lot of young girls watch her, and a lot of young girls also struggle with their body image. Now, I do feel like it is a matter of parents needing to step in and making sure that they monitor what their children are watching on YouTube or Twitch. I believe that Eugenia is on Twitch a lot these days, but she is still influencing young girls.
And telling somebody they don't deserve a right to social media because of their illness is discrimination. And her having a YouTube channel or not is not going to make a big difference, because like I said, she comes on once every 2 weeks to do makeup. You know, so YouTube saying you're too skinny, you can't have a YouTube channel, or you have an so you don't have a right to a voice to social media, to escape from that, to do what you like to do.
Her being removed from YouTube and Twitch, it's not going to remove her image from the internet. She's become so well known that she will always be out there.
That is just really wrong. And that actually, that shameful nature of wanting to punish her for her illness is, or not getting help for her illness, which, by the way, is another problem. We don't know what she's doing behind the scenes. Treating an
I think we have a bit of an idea. Oh, okay, so we don't know what kind of treatment she is seeking.
It takes a long time. I guess is what she's talking about.
So
it's a long, arduous process, and no one has a right to tell somebody how they should go about it. Nobody has a right to tell, hey, you have a problem. You have a...
I think it's a matter of frustration. The same thing could be said about Foodie Beauty. There's nothing we can do. You know, we can't always just turn it off and go away, right? That is totally an option. But it can be frustrating for some viewers to see the person that they like or dislike deteriorate in front of their eyes, one way or the other.
What you need to do is log off, get off in YouTube, because it's making things worse for you. Now, is that true or not? We don't know, but she has a right to that privacy. She has a right to deal with her issue the way that she wants to deal with it off camera. She doesn't want to bring that into her channel. She doesn't want, you know, to make...
Does it make it worse? Okay, so the argument could be sad for all three of these YouTubers, that being Foodie, Amberlynn, and Eugenia. Think about the kind of money that they would be making in the real world. Now, Eugenia, I can't really say, right? Because we don't know the kind of skill set that she has. But the girls, and specifically Amberlynn, is able to live extremely comfortably with her 6-figure income that she would never be able to get in the real world. But what is the real? I mean, this is the real world, right?
Part of her channel. So really, taking away her YouTube channel, taking away part of her livelihood is not going to help her. And as somebody with an ED, if somebody wanted, people do want to deplatform me for eating, you know, not realizing that in a way, the mukbangs never had anything to do with a negative way. I do
think that Eugenia should step away again to get help, you know, she should do that as many times as she needs to do. But we really can't control that.
Part of the mukbangs has always been, which I've discovered through therapy, is thinking of them as a negative, of thinking them as, I'm overweight, I should not be eating this. I'm overweight, I don't have a right to eat on camera because I'm overweight, but thin people do. That just kept the going.
Is she blaming the criticism on why she continues to get worse and worse, Foodie? Is it the criticism, or is it the accolades and money you get from doing the mukbangs? Which is it? Or are they equally as bad?
It just, banning her would just create more stigma on mental illness. So I think that, you know, if somebody had lupus and you said, oh, you have lupus, you shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't be on YouTube because you have a disorder.
Interesting choice to choose as a example, but I do have to agree with her. I do think that it's a slippery slope, and I don't think that they should ban her just for that.
And, you know, or, you know, you can say that, you can't say that it's self-inflicted either, because mental illness is not self-inflicted. If she woke up tomorrow and could be better, do you don't think she wouldn't want to? So her mere existence on YouTube is what you want to take away from her. So it's like, she's not talking about her. She's not doing that. She's just existing. That's all she's doing.
Okay, but what about you? Chantal seems to be making this quite a bit about herself. You know, one of her main defenses is that she is not promoting it, that Eugenia is not promoting it. But what exactly is Foodie doing on the contrary? Eating large amounts of food on camera. Is that promoting obesity? In a way, I would say that it definitely is. So I don't think that Chantal's really doing herself any favors with this. She should have maybe thought about it off camera. And if she decided to edit together a video talking about it, that would be one thing, but not this. Not anything but this.
Taking away her platform is not going to make her change. You can't intimidate her into changing. That's something so personal. It's something that she has to change. And sadly, if you want to say, so we just have to watch her be this way, yes. Because
okay, it sounds like she's talking about herself here, right? This is like a thinly veiled attempt to speak to her dissenters under the guise of concern for Eugenia. Although I do believe she has some concern for Eugenia, as we all do. You know, I don't believe that she is very knowledgeable on it. I just don't. That's why she decided to just sit down on live and talk about it.
Really, there's not much else you can do. Sadly, you can't, you know? It's her job to influence, but it's not, she's not promoting, okay, you know, I have problems, you should be like me. If anything, you know, yeah, she has issues, and I think people should just be more compassionate. I don't think that
Why is she in the middle of the road?
I don't see what taking her YouTube away would do. What would that do? Is that going to solve her eating? Is it just going to magically disappear? No. I mean, she did go away for a while. She did get help, but her channel is not unhealthy. She does makeup videos. She does, for all we know, this is therapy for her. This is therapeutic. And I can tell you right now, all the negativity.
Her channel's not unhealthy. Is it healthy though?
People just coming there to look at her body makes it worse. Your comments on her body make it worse. You can't control the internet, of course, and people are going to have opinions. That just goes without saying. People are always going to comment on your body because that's what society's like.
People are commenting out of concern, right? But after I watched Jacqueline Glenn's video, I never really commented on Eugenia's videos anyway, but I got a different perspective from Jacqueline Glenn, where she said, do not leave comments of concern for Eugenia because they actually make her feel validated in a way, that the way that she looks is a cause for concern, is validating for her.
And we have a problem with people's bodies, if they're too thin, if they're too fat, and those are what feed. You know what I mean? Is that attitude, and those are not helping. So signing a petition to punish her for having an illness like that is just so wrong. It's so wrong. You know, like, she should not have her channel removed just for how she is, you know, because she's still beautiful, like skin and bones. Yes, whatever.
Okay. This is probably the reason why she shouldn't have done this live. She literally called Eugenia skin and bones, which could perhaps be one of the most validating comments for Eugenia and one of the most upsetting and offensive comments for anyone else. You just can't be real, Foodie. Can't be real.
I mean, she's not skin and bones, but she's very thin.
See, look, she knew at that moment that she was done.
person, you know, and people shame her thinking she's
She
doing it on
messed up.
purpose. Like, she just loves to be that thin. It's a illness. She can't help it, you know. She can help to get help, yes, but she has to want it. You know, you could say that about me too. I'm in therapy. I mean, I don't want to compare, but I sympathize with her.
The
I
whole video is comparing herself to Eugenia.
do, because I sympathize with her with the attitude towards, you know, people were trying to take down my channel. They were reporting my channel because I was eating, you know, and it's like,
is this about you or is this about her? And yet again, Foodie Beauty verifies for us why she should probably steer clear from doing live streams. I just couldn't believe my ears. You can't make this stuff up, folks. It's not even funny. I can't believe why I'm laughing. It's not funny. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.